Yo, what's going on YouTube? Jan Moses here, back with another MyTeam video, this time covering the brand new Spark collection making its debut in MyTeam today, and I wanted to go over some of the challenges that we need to play to get the brand new playoff round 2 content, all of which dropped roughly 2 hours ago or so. Let's start with the Spark collection, headlined by this Dark Matter Zion Williamson card. This is going to be the brand new Rush or Bold from seasons 5 and 6 respectively that we're getting in terms of grindable Tuesday content here in season 7. So at the very least, I'm happy that we have this content on Tuesdays, because if not for this, the only content, and I use the word content very loosely here, that we would have to engage with in MyTeam is spending our MT or VC on packs that we get on Fridays. So at least we have this. Now, I wish that we got a card other than Zion Williamson as the headliner, and I'll show you guys why right here. If you guys remember, the Pro Pass card for season 5 was Zion Williamson, and they put his jump shot on very quick. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to play with that card. I got to use that Zion card for maybe 10 to 15 online games, and I did not really like his jump shot at all. Was hoping when I saw the reveal for this collection yesterday that they would change the jump shot on the Zion Williamson card. And unfortunately they did not. It looks like they changed a couple of other animations, giving the Dark Matter Zion Williamson Kyrie Irving dribble style instead of Devin Booker on the Galaxy Opal version, and a couple of other changes that I think for me are really not going to change all that much. I mean, I don't know if the Luka Doncic step back was that much worse than the Steph Curry moving step back, but those are for people that play the game and know those animations much more than I to decide. All I'll say is, for what I would want out of Zion Williamson, I don't know if the Dark Matter is going to really be all that much better, but I'll hopefully be able to get him. I'm going to attempt to grind the first week of Spark agendas, and hopefully I'm able to get him, but we'll have to see. Not sure if I'm going to love the card because, again, the jump shot does not seem to be changed. Let's look at the agendas for the Spark. Before I do, really quickly, I'm not going to touch on the ratings for any of the cards from either the Spark collection or the Playoff Round 2 collection, because we're at the point in MyTeam now where all these cards have elite ratings. It's just a matter of the animations and jump shots, which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and I don't really think I'm in a position to comment on those as much because I don't really know all the elite jump shots. All I know is Patty Mills is really good, the Patty Mills base, which I think the Tim Duncan and the Glenn Rice have, but that's all I really know. Two other cards that I am excited about in this collection, since I'm not all that pumped about chasing Zion Williamson, are Jeremy Lin and Tyson Chandler. First and foremost, obviously, because they are New York Knicks, and I'm a big Knicks fan. But this Tyson Chandler card really excites me because his Pink Diamond was viable for a really long time. I mean, I was using his Pink Diamond a couple of weekends ago when I was streaming and running my Knicks lineup out there in Clutch Time Online, and he was doing work for me. This Galaxy Opal should also be able to put in a lot of work. I know he only has, I think, 77 base stats improved compared to the Pink Diamond, which isn't great, and this card is still missing a lot of key shooting badges. He only comes with 40 badges in total, so you're gonna have to probably add a lot of those shooting badges back, the same ones that you gave to the Pink Diamond, which may be a little annoying, but if you've been playing MyTeam a good amount and not badging up your players as much as you should, like I have, then you hopefully have a lot of duplicates of the shooting badges that you need to add to this card. I think this Tyson Chandler card is going to be elite. If you grind for this Tyson Chandler card today and you pick the Dark Matter Joel Embiid from the locker code that we got on Friday, I think that is an elite front court, and that's probably the front court I'm going to be running, unless I take the Kevin McHale, who I got from winning 50 Clutch Time offline games, and run him at the 4. I have to see if I like him more than the Joel Embiid. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But Tyson Chandler and Jeremy Lin, who look like really good cards, looking forward to hopefully adding them to the lineup. Let's take a look at what these agendas are going to be for these Spark cards. You need 100 3-pointers over multiple multiplayer games to get Jeremy Lin, which I think that should not be all that difficult to get, hopefully. Again, we have 2 weeks to get these agendas done, so pace yourself. You don't need to get everything done today. I'm not sure if I'm going to do many or any of these online agendas today, but we'll have to see. 2 steals in a game with a player 10 times. This could be a little annoying. I would say any agenda like this, if you can have YouTube or Netflix on in the background, I would recommend doing that and then trying to get these agendas done in a triple threat offline, because you can reach as many times as you want and not risk getting fouled out. I'll probably be doing this tonight if I have time to. While I'm watching the Pacers Celtics game, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Depends on when I get back home tonight from work. 50 rebounds with centers over multiple triple threat online games will get you Tyson Chandler. I kind of like the consistency here because Tyson Chandler's Pink Diamond card was the reward for winning 50 triple threat online games, I believe, back in the day. So kind of nice that they're consistent with that. 20 points in a game with a Warrior player 10 times will get you B-Pod, which I think is pretty easy. Just go into triple threat offline. You can grind that out pretty quickly. 5 games in a row will get you Tobias Harris, which is cool. I didn't know that Tobias Harris was associated with winning, but maybe that was the case when he was on the Clippers. Not as much with the Philadelphia 76ers. How you doing? This one's really easy. Winning a game with 13 Pelicans players. Just boot up the free throw challenge and get that one done really quickly. 50 dunks over multiple multiplayer games should not be all that bad. And then 43 points and a block with a power forward in one game shouldn't be that bad either. We're going to take a look at the challenges for the playoff round 2 content now, and we'll keep in mind this Zion agenda here for 43 points and a block, because maybe that's an agenda you can complete while you're completing one of the challenges for this playoff content. Really quickly, before I show you guys the challenges, let's take a look at the players that we got right here. So round 2, we have 3 Dark Matters: Donovan Mitchell, Aaron Gordon, and Anthony Edwards. I am not all that excited about any of these cards. We just got an Aaron Gordon Galaxy Opal right here from playoffs round 1. I don't know why 2K would give us another Aaron Gordon. I mean, we can take a quick look and see, did they change his jump shot at all? Because I did not like the jump shot on the Galaxy Opal Aaron Gordon. I tried him out in a couple of offline games and I absolutely hated that jump shot. Let's take a look and see. I don't really know what they could have really changed. They gave him a few more badges, it looks like. The rest of the changes, I mean, plus 135. He's a much better defender, which I guess is kind of nice. But it's going to come down to the jump shot, and they have not changed his jump shot. It looks like all of his animations are exactly the same, and that's really, really annoying. So, yeah, Aaron Gordon, I don't know why. I mean, I guess you couldn't give Michael Porter Jr. an upgrade because MPJ did not have that great of a series against the what's it called, the Minnesota Timberwolves. But still, Anthony Edwards, I think his other card that he got in the last month, I think he has a Galaxy Opal or Dark Matter card that we just got through some promo that's point guard eligible, and this one is not point guard eligible for whatever reason. So we have 2 short guards and a card that we got as the Galaxy Opal in round 1. So really not impressed by any of these. The Donovan Mitchell could be kind of interesting, mostly because I didn't get to use his Galaxy Opal card that we got through, I want to say, the Cerebral collection, but that card looked like a really fun card with a great jump shot. He could be, a really fun point guard to use online, but we'll have to see. Al Horford doesn't really excite me all that much. Isn't he like 6'10"? He's 6'9". So we have a 6'9" Al Horford. We have a 6'9" Naz Reid. We have Daniel Gafford, who's I think 6'10". So no one over 7 feet. We have 2 6'4" guards. We have a power forward who can play small forward that we got in round 1 as a Galaxy Opal with a really bad jump shot. PJ Washington, what are you? You're 6'7". None of these cards really excite me. The only cards that excite me are, once again, the 2 New York Knicks. Josh Hart, who can't play point guard, but I'm okay with that just because I would only run him in a Knicks lineup. He has a fun card, it looks like. And then Dante DiVincenzo, the big Ragu. This looks like a really fun card to run. I'm looking forward to running these cards in my Knicks lineup, but you don't get a boost for running theme teams. This isn't Madden Ultimate Team. So this collection, I feel like, honestly, is a little less exciting than the previous round, than this round. At least we had Evan Mobley, who looked like a really fun card that was viable. And he was just a pink diamond. I don't really care that much about any of these cards outside of, again, Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo. So a really lackluster round 2 recap set of playoff moments cards. I mean, if you were going to give a Galaxy Opal a Dark Matter in this round, I would have given it to Jalen Brunson. At least Jalen Brunson had a couple of nice performances in that series against Indiana. I don't know why you couldn't have done that. I would have liked, as a Knicks fan, to have seen an Isaiah Hartenstein, even though he didn't have an incredible series against the Indiana Pacers. It would have been nice to have seen him get a Galaxy Opal just because of the Knicks theme team. But again, that's just me being biased and being a little more selfish. I just don't like a lot of these cards that we got here. Looking at the challenges really quickly, a lot of these are going to be blurred out. I'm going to do my best to read these out here. So we have 11 of these. So 16 points and 5 rebounds with any player. That should be pretty easy in 12-minute quarters. Block that either says 4 or 5 shots. That's going to be a little annoying, but you're going to have 12 minutes to get that done. We'll see how long that takes. It's with any one player, so I think this is going to be kind of similar to the TJ McConnell steals. You're going to have to hope that you can get those blocks. You may be better off playing as your center and then putting your center on the opposing point guard and letting them drive to the basket. Or you just, play center and keep your matchup as the opposing center and then leave them wide open under the paint and then try to rush in and swat their shot. Maybe that's your way to get the blocks. I think that says 19 points and 15 rebounds with any player. That shouldn't be all that bad. Again, you have 12 minutes to get that done. That shouldn't take all that much time. 4 3-pointers and 4 blocks. Again, you can do this with a center. You have 12-minute quarters, plenty of time to get it done. I think this is 23 points, 4 3-pointers, and 15 rebounds. Again, it's 12-minute quarters. All these 12-minute quarter ones are really not that bad. 7 threes with any players without attempting more than 12 threes. That should be really easy to get done, even in 3-minute quarters, because it's on pro difficulty. In a 12-minute quarter game, you need to get whatever that says, 28 points, 4 threes, and 4 assists. I think you can get that done really easily as well. Again, 12-minute quarter challenges are really easy. 4-minute quarters, you need to get 25 points and not attempt more than 13 shots. That shouldn't be all that difficult either. If you run quick point 2 from the Orlando Magic playbook, you should be able to get plenty of wide open 3-point looks for the player that you select. So just pick a really good 3-point shooter and go to work. I think this is 29 points, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. That shouldn't be all that difficult either. It's 3-minute quarters, so maybe that'll make it a little bit more difficult, but you need to try to see if you can get that done with either a center or a power forward, I guess, that you can get rebounds with pretty easily. Moving on, Aaron Gordon, 27 points, 2 threes, 2 blocks, and 2 offensive rebounds. 4-minute quarters, I think you can get that done with a center pretty easily, even with it being a 4-minute time limit per quarter. And then last one, 12-minute quarters, 43 points, 3 3-pointers, and 2 dunks. Now, if you remember, we said we were going to keep in mind the Zion Williamson agenda set. What's really nice is this challenge, 43 points, you need to get 43 points with Zion. 3 threes and 3 dunks, you'll probably be able to get that and a route to getting to your 43 points. I would just say before you get your 43rd point, try to get a block with the player that you're doing that with, and you'll be able to knock out the Zion agenda while also getting dark matter Anthony Edwards. So there you have it. I don't know if I have anything else I really want to go over. I'm gonna hopefully stream. I was hoping I would be able to stream today. I don't know if that's going to be as likely, but hopefully I'll be able to stream in the coming days, if not over the weekend. What else do I have that I wanted to touch on? I don't think I have anything else. Have any packs I want to open for you guys? I don't think so. I guess we can do this Dark Matter option pack really quickly. Let me know who you guys picked from this Dark Matter option pack. I think Joel Embiid is far and away the best option. I have arguably the 2 worst options already in Tyler Hero, who I got out of a random unsellable pack, and Steph Curry. You have Jimmy Butler and Vince Carter here. I've heard mixed reviews on both cards. I heard some people say that Vince Carter is incredible, and I heard a number of people now over the last 24 hours say that Vince Carter is not great on both YouTube and the MyTeam subreddit. Jimmy Butler, I think he's going to be a fun card. Like, I wouldn't mind getting Jimmy Butler. I just think there's such a lack of high-end or even just dark matter center cards that we can run who are over 6'10" right now, who are free, and Joel Embiid is that card. Even though I don't love Joel Embiid as a person, as a player, for what he did to Mitchell Robinson's ankle, I will still take Joel Embiid. I think he'll provide tremendous value on my team. I have Chris Middleton's, dark matter card I could throw in there. So let's go ahead and end this video off by me upgrading my team. This is the last Clutch Time online lineup that I ran. It's been a little over a week since I've played online. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this team. I was able to get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 3 days left to spare, which I'm really happy about. We're going to throw him in there. I think as of right now, Chris Middleton will probably stay, I think, at the shooting guard position. I may bring in Andre Iguodala, who I got out of one of those level option packs from last season. I like his jump shot quite a bit, but we'll try Chris Middleton for a little bit longer. I think I'm going to move on from Julius Randle. I'm not totally sure. Maybe, hopefully the Knicks will not do what I just said about Julius Randle unless they see a really good trade option. Maybe they will keep him going into the next season. Speaking of, really quickly, before I wrap up this video, I am going to make a video with my thoughts on the New York Knicks offseason in the coming days. I may even record it later on today if I have time. I have a lot of thoughts, and I want to get them out before the Knicks start making any moves with the players or the draft picks, in their current, arsenal, I guess. I want to share my thoughts before we get into the offseason. We're going to throw Joel Embiid, I think, at the center position. And for now, while I do like Bill Russell, I think I'm going to throw Kevin McHale in here. We're going to see if I move on from either of these guys once I get Tyson Chandler. And then at the small forward, is there anyone I want to throw in here? I feel like the answer is going to be no, because Kevin McHale has to play power forward or center. I just really like Julius Randle's jump shot. He's going to stay here for now, I guess. We'll see if I want to move on from him later. But as of right now, this is the lineup. Maybe Zion Williamson will come here and play well. I just feel like Julius Randle is a taller Zion Williamson with a better jump shot in this game, which is what I really care about. So yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. A bit of a longer one, but I just wanted to go over everything that we got today. If I don't stream later, maybe I'll get some gameplay out for you guys soon. Who knows? I just don't have anyone that's really exciting to run gameplay with. All these cards have been out in the game for, I think, over a week. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, until next time, appreciate you guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.